Right now, I want to expound upon what we talked about when we were addressing the nuances and the first nuance of the shuffle, and that is the phrasing and the difference between the triplet and the dotted 8th note and 16th. So I've come to find out that things feel a little bit more lively and have a little bit more snap to it when we lean towards more of the dotted 8th and 16th. So the way that I came upon this was by really checking out great shuffle players, especially going and watching Herlin Riley. So I would be watching Herlin Riley at Snug Harbor, and I would tap along with what he was doing. And when I was tapping triplets, it didn't really line up with what he was doing. So I came up with this way of figuring out his phrasing. And what I would do is this. Then I realized what he was doing in his right hand felt more like this. So now let's take that way that we were phrasing on the hi-hat and let's play it with both hands between the cymbal and the snare. So I played a couple fills in there, and I intentionally went into straight triplets to show you that even though you're going to play fills as triplets in a shuffle, you want to come back to the same phrasing once you return to your groove. So if you are phrasing as a dotted 8th note and a 16th, if you go into a triplet fill, you want to come back and make sure that your phrasing of the groove is the same as where you were before you played the fill. So here's a little homework assignment. I'm going to play between the hi-hat and the snare drum, and then I'm going to phrase as triplets. Then I'm going to phrase it as 16th notes, which it'll be basically inverted doubles. So let's start with that. Now the next step is going to be to move your right hand over to the ride cymbal and play both hands together, and then be able to morph between triplet phrasing and dotted 8/16 phrasing, and then move back and forth to where you can adjust your feel and determine what's right for the musical situation at hand. Some people are going to want to play the shuffle a little bit more as triplets, and then some people that you play with may want to hear it with more of this snap. But if you're playing it one way and somebody says, I don't like that, you want to be able to adjust so that you can fit in with the musical situation that you're playing. Take this week and practice the phrasing of the shuffle and work on being able to morph between triplets and the dotted 8th and 16th, and see if you can make your shuffle have a little more snap, and see also if you're playing with other people what they like, and experiment with really dialing in your feel on the shuffle. Film yourself, tag Improve Your Grooves, and we look forward to seeing your progress with the shuffle.